Galileo's experiments with single inclined plane. Galileo first studied the motion of objects on an inclined plane and do following observations. Galileo first studied the motion of objects on an inclined plane. He observed that when an object moves down an inclined plane, its speed increases, and when the object is moved up the inclined plane, its speed decreases. Now, what about the plane with no slope? Does speed of the object change on the horizontal plane? Galileo therefore concluded that on a horizontal plane, an object should move with constant velocity in a straight line path. That means the object would move forever. Galileo thought of an imaginary experiment. In this experiment, two inclined planes are arranged facing each other. When an object rolls down one of the inclined planes, it climbs up the other. That is, it reaches up the same height, but not completely, because of the presence of the friction. When the slope of one of the inclined plane is decreased, the object has to travel a longer distance in order to reach the maximum height, as you can see in the figure. The more we decrease the slope of the inclined plane, the longer would be the distance that the object is needed to travel in order to reach the same height. Galileo argued that if the second plane is made horizontal, the object will have to travel an infinite distance to reach the same height. This is possible only if the object moves faster with uniform velocity on the horizontal surface. It is not the nature of objects to come to rest. It is natural for objects that are moving to keep moving. The property of objects to resist changes in motion is called inertia. Newton's first law of motion. In our everyday life, we observe that efforts are required to put a stationary object into motion or to stop a moving object. Have you ever wondered if a ball is kicked on the ground, would it keep on moving forever? Or after some time, would naturally stop moving? The ball will continue to move until or unless an external force acted upon it. So, Newton's first law states that a body continues to be in its state of rest or of uniform motion unless acted upon by an unbalanced external force. So, in order to understand first law, we must be familiar about the unbalanced force. If you have seen a game of tug of war, you would have seen two teams pulling a rope in opposite direction. If a rope doesn't move, then forces applied by the opposite teams are balanced forces, as they are of equal magnitude in opposite direction. If one of the team applies greater force, it pulls the other team and the rope towards their side. In this case, forces are unbalanced as the two forces of unequal magnitude in opposite direction. If one of the team lets go of the rope, the opposite team falls backwards. This tendency to fall backwards despite letting go of the rope is due to inertia. Now, inertia is the property of an object according to which an object cannot change its state of rest or of motion by itself. That is, if object is at rest, it tends to remain at rest, and object is in motion, it tends to remain in motion. Now, inertia can be classified into three categories: inertia of rest, inertia of direction, and inertia of motion. Let us understand first inertia of rest. Certain examples we can experience in our daily life while traveling in a bus. When a passenger standing in a stationary bus suddenly moves, the movement of bus pushes the passenger backwards. Why does it happen? It is due to inertia of rest experienced by the passenger in upper part of the body. The body is at rest when bus is at rest. When bus starts, all of a sudden, the lower part of the body is in contact with the bus that is in motion, while upper part of the body continues at rest due to inertia of rest. So, inertia of direction. See what happens when a bus makes a sharp turn at a high speed. Yes, a passenger gets thrown to one side. This is due to inertia of direction. Inertia of direction is the tendency of a moving body to oppose any change in the direction of its motion. Now, due to the application of sharp brakes, bus stops all of a sudden and passenger tends to fall forward. This is due to inertia of motion experienced by the upper part of the body. When a bus is moving, whole body of the passenger is in motion. As sudden brakes are applied, the lower portion of the body comes to rest. However, upper part of the body remains in the state of motion. That is due to inertia of motion, causing the passenger fall forward when the bus stops suddenly. So, inertia of motion is the tendency of a body to resist a change in the state of motion. Thus, Newton's first law is also known as law of inertia. Do you understand why a ball on the ground after being kicked does not keep moving forever? The ball stops after some time due to unbalanced force applied by the ground in opposite direction. That's all from my side. Thank you.